subscribe. Darling Radio, like and subscribe.
Mr. Don't Suspend Me, what's going on?
Hey, how are you doing? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. What's going on?
Not much. Just a quick question. So, in regards to this case you were referring to with Carmelo Anthony, are you supporting him because you feel like what he did was right, or are you supporting him just because he's black?
I'm supporting the law. And there was a law set where you can stand your ground if you perceive a reasonable threat and you can use lethal force. So I'm supporting the law to be applied all across the board. I do not want them to sit up here and beat it in our heads that you're supposed to stand your ground, stand your ground, stand your ground. You can choke somebody, stand your ground, stand your ground. Okay, now when it's time for a black person to use that same law, don't move the goalpost. That's what I'm saying, right? Now, what do you support in this case?
Be honest with you, I feel like his actions were excessive. I mean, bringing a knife to a school event, the
So,
fact that he
what's wrong with that?
No, I mean I'm in support of Second Amendment, but when you bring that knife, it seems like you had intentions of wanting to use it,
On who?
just in general.
That don't make no sense. That's I'm white and I say so. He didn't go to that game just intending to use a knife on somebody. That don't make no sense. So if people walk around in Texas with guns, do they intend on shooting people that day?
I mean, you carry it for potential use.
So you're saying all
Now,
the people in Texas who's walking around with guns, because a lot of the people, half the people out there walk around with guns, so they intend on shooting somebody that day?
if need be, not. I mean, I don't say that they leave the house planning on using a gun,
So what's the
but
difference with him then? So he needed it if need be, right? He didn't have a gun. He had a little bitty knife in his backpack, if need be. So where are you getting this? He wanted to stab somebody that day. Where are you getting that from?
I never said that. See,
But
that's the thing, Tariq. I
but
never said
yeah,
that.
but you said he seemed like he wanted to use it. You said he seemed like he had intentions on using it. You said that, sir.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
That's not the verbiage that I used, but okay.
Yeah, you did
My
say
other
that.
question, my other question is, would you support Carmelo if he was white?
Depending on the situation.
Now it depends.
Right.
So
If he was
with the
white
fact that
and what? Okay, if he was white and did what? Because if he were white, it wouldn't be a problem. If he were white, he would be walking around being hailed as a hero if he were white. And you know that. It wouldn't be a problem. That's why I'm saying it wouldn't be a problem.
so there's a stipulation on his skin color. That's what you're telling me.
No. If he were white, it wouldn't even be an
Mhm.
issue.
Maybe, maybe
No, not
not.
maybe, nothing. If a white person had somebody walk up to him and grab him, and that white person stabbed him, this wouldn't be an issue. They would be hailed as a hero. There'd be a TV movie about him right now, and you know it, wouldn't it?
I don't know about all
They
that,
did
but
it with Daniel Penny, and nobody touched Daniel Penny. They did it with Daniel Penny. Nobody touched Daniel Penny. Jordan Neely didn't even see Daniel Penny. He didn't even know who killed him. Daniel Penny snuck up from behind and killed this man who was no threat to him whatsoever. And Daniel Penny running around here being hailed as a hero. That's what I'm saying. If he were white, he would be hailed as a hero already. So it's a false equivalency.
I get your point on that. But however, that situation is completely different. There
No,
was
it's not.
reports of
No, it's not.
where Jordan was reported to be harassing. He was harassing people
He didn't touch
on the
nobody.
subway.
All right. They were harassing him. They were harassing Anthony. They harassed him and touched him. So how
I
it's
didn't
the
see that on
same.
the police report.
It's
Are
that
you talking about Carmelo?
yes, they were harassing him and then put hands on him, according to witnesses, according to the brother. Walking up telling
Well,
somebody to get up is harassing them.
That I understand. I didn't see that on the police report that
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
else
Y'all
touched
don't
them.
see nothing. Everybody, y'all act
That
dumb.
was
All right. Where are you with this echo, dude? Are you in a sewage? Are you a Ninja Turtle? What the hell are you doing? Where are you?
no,
With
no.
this
I'm
fucking
in the garage.
echo? What kind of echo is that?
No, he caught me in the garage.
Good Lord. Now, you're Hispanic. I hear a Hispanic accent. What part of Mexico are you from?
I'm not Mexican or Hispanic at all.
What are you?
Does it
Yeah, it
matter?
matters. Stop being ashamed of your goddamn lineage, man. What are
I'm
you?
not ashamed.
You
It's
are
just
ashamed. Sound
the
like you
fact that
are you sneaking in a tunnel over here to the US now? Sound like you crawling in a damn sewage bank to sneak over the border.
okay, I'm out of the tunnels now.
All right, now you got
So
freedom. Now you over here across the border now.
yeah, ICE is not watching me. No, I'm not Hispanic, and my race has no bearing on this
It does
conversation.
have a bearing on. I hear your accent. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, and
So
your
why are
point?
you ashamed? Look, my family is, I'm a foundational Black American. My family's been here since the beginning, before the beginning of this country. My family built the country from scratch, from North Carolina, Alabama, Detroit. I'm a foundational Black American. We have no shame in our lineage. What part of Latin America are you from, sir?
Honestly, I'm not. That's the thing. I mean, the fact that you're guessing and you're way off tells
Well,
me. I
you
mean,
sound Hispanic. You sound Hispanic, sir. Yeah,
well, I
either
also look.
you
I look it too, but I'm not. You'd be surprised. And the fact that I'm not telling, it has no bearing on this conversation.
because yeah,
That's the
it
thing. If
does.
it
It does
did,
because
I wouldn't. I
because
wouldn't
y'all
mind
stay
sharing.
because the thing is y'all stay worried about what the hell black people are doing, and you too ashamed to even admit the failed homeland you fled from, and y'all
I'm
stay up
not.
in black business.
It's not about shame. It's just the
It is
fact of the
shame,
matter.
sir. That's shame.
If it
That's
had
shame.
any bearing on
That's
this
what I'm saying.
conversation,
You're
I
not
would
at
have.
okay. This is why you're not at liberty to really speak on black business, sir, because it sounds like you're trying to protect the white supremacists that you covet.
No, I'm not trying.
That
I'm
that
not trying to
you
protect anyone.
you are, sir. You
No,
are.
I'm
You've
not.
been making excuses. You're making
One.
excuses,
You're the one
sir.
who made a issue. I
So,
asked you if Carmelo was white, which part of him you said maybe. You put a condition
are
on
you
it just
from? Wait,
because of the race
are
issue.
you from? Wait, are you from Qatar?
Yeah, that's what it says, right?
Okay. All right. Well, somebody
Yeah,
just said.
Qatar's next to Mexico, right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Somebody just showed me. Okay. There you go. They just saw the thing. Okay. You're Middle Eastern. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Got it. Why is that so
yeah, it
damn
says
hard?
Qatar. Yeah,
I don't even believe you're from Qatar. I think your ass is from like Iraq, some shit. I don't even think you're from Qatar. I think you just say that.
it's fine. I mean, you can think what you want to think. I'm
It's
okay with
fine.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you're the one who made a race issue. You said you would only support Carmelo if he's black and if he's white. It
I didn't
depends.
say
I mean, those are
it.
your
Man, you
words.
a
So
goddamn liar. Now
you said it depends.
I didn't say I only support him if he's
Did you
black.
not?
You lying tether. Good freaking grief. I didn't even say nothing remotely
That's what
close
you.
like that. You're projecting your own.
That
So
was
get your get
no, no,
your
no, no. That's what I
get your
started off with.
baklava eating ass
That's
out
what
of
I
here.
started
Now I
off
don't
with.
respect people who sit here lying. Get your ass out of here. Hell out of here. Wanna be white. Miss Melanie, what's up, dear?
Could you hear
I
me?
can hear you, dear. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. What's going on, beloved?
Hey, shout out to everybody in the room. I just wanted to comment on one of the comments that he said about he thought Carmelo was being aggressive. It's funny how they always say, "Oh, um, the black guy's being aggressive," and just ignoring all of the aggressions that this Austin kid did.
Right.
Why no one's bringing up the fact that he was high off Molly in school, over intoxicated? That caused aggression. The fact that he grew up with a single mother, that caused aggression.
Mm.
Why these stereotypes not being put on Austin? And he come from a very bad background, holding guns, gang banging, all type of stuff. Why nobody's bringing this up? This the issue that's really bugging me too. And another thing I want to bring up, and the fact that he had Molly and meth in his toxicology report,
Oh,
why no
damn.
one saying he died from Molly? Like they said George Ford died from fentanyl. How we know it was the stabbing that killed him? How we know it wasn't the Molly that was high levels of Molly and meth, amphetamine in his system when he died. No one's bringing that up. No one's bringing up all of the police reports and arguments and things that their parents been going through. But and a lot of them is ignoring the fact that Anthony, Carmelo Anthony grew up in a two-family home. He was middle upper class, and he was excelling in everything that he was doing. So why we're not bringing up the fact that he was protecting himself from this aggressive ass, coked out, methed out white boy that was in school? But I guess he get a pass because that's that high IQ. It gets him every time. And the other point I wanted to bring up as well too, these fake ass Democratic activist groups are now reaching out to Anthony's family, and that's probably playing a major part in them taking down these funds for him to get money, because now they trying to get Carmelo Anthony mother involved and father involved, and they had recently reached out to them, so they probably got something to do with his funding being taken away. And now they trying to quote unquote take over the advocacy to kill the energy. And we definitely need to watch out for that and keep our eyes on this, because there's a lot of janky and weird shit going on.
Yeah.
And we need to point out how aggressive and violent this white boy was. The fact that he's in school using drugs, no one is bringing that up. He's fighting against a meth out 6'4" jockey, which do have racial undertones as well. So that's the point that I want to bring up, and I'm just irritated that no one is talking about it, and I'll land there.
Thank you, dear. Man, but yeah, that if that funding, if yeah, that website, if they punked out, boy, that's so damn cowardly. Boy, that's some cowardly shit. Because they were gonna sit up there and, well, the Lord, we're gonna keep it up because we try to be fair with the Lord, and Jesus wanted this. Oh, the white supremacists say, damn Jesus. Oh, you're gonna do what we say. Don't you don't you sit up here and let those blacks raise this money. You better be on team white supremacy. Yeah, if that website let that happen, they need to be delegitimized for real, for punking out like that. And they sit up here and let these other people raise all this money. And then they asses got punked out by white supremacists. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. All right. Let's get let me see. Let's get those hands up. Let's get Sweets in the building. Miss Sweets in the building. What's up, Sweets?
Hey brother, how you
I'm
doing?
good, dear. How are you?
I'm blessed. Real quick, I just wanted to let the room know that in the purple pill, I put a screenshot of the owner of Gibson Go. I put a screenshot of his latest or his last tweet. So if anybody wants to reach out or send him a message or see what else is going on, I put a screenshot of that in the purple pill so everybody can take a look at it.
Okay, let me look at it and see. I'm trying to look. I got to look through the message.
Jacob Wells is his name.
Jacob Bus. Okay, okay, okay. Thank you so much, Will. I'm trying to look through it while I'm talking to you. Thank you, dear.
Absolutely, brother. I got.
Sweets, y'all check out Sweets. Looking at Sweets page. I'm trying to look at the last tweet real quick. I'm gonna try to read it. Look at Sweets. Sweets got the afro going. I see. Okay, so let me see. This first fact, the first fact, okay. He said the first fact in every legal case is the public does not know all the facts. Okay, that's the latest post. Okay, okay. So Jacob Wells. Oh, yeah, we're gonna have to holler at Jacob. Now, Jacob, what kind of Jesus business are you standing on, Jacob? If you letting white supremacists punk you out when they sit up here and raise money on these platforms all day. I'm on Jacob. Oh, is Jacob bowing down? I think, come on, man. You don't bow down to white supremacists. You're supposed to bow down to Jesus. Come on, Jacob. We got to holler at him. Oh, we got to holler at him. But let me get some more folks in here. Shout out, everybody give me a retweet. Give another retweet to let everybody know that we are still live. We are still, I'm going to retweet my damn self. Let me retweet me to let folks know we're still in the building. And we're going strong. We ain't going nowhere. I'm up. My lady's sitting over here ordering shit off Amazon. Yeah. Well, you're not on Amazon? Okay, yeah, we going strong. I'm energized, ladies and gentlemen. We in here. Yeah, my lady feet over here dangling, need her nails done. Yeah. Toenails chipped, looking like a single mother. uh, I gotta get my lady feet done. She got hood rat toes right now. They looking hood ratish. Look like she walks up in Walmart in pajama pants and bonnets. All right. She has that look. It's giving rat, and I like it. I'm getting turned on by her. I haven't smashed a good rat in a long time. uh, all right, let's get y'all in here. Come on, y'all raise them hands. Y'all raise the hands. Um, should we get uh, let's get Nasty Nathaniel in here. All right, let's get Nasty Nate. And Nathaniel usually argues in bad faith, but hell, for shits and giggles, let's get Nasty Nathaniel in here. Nathaniel, hop on in here. Nasty Nate, hop on in, unmute your microphone. All right, he's having some issues with his microphone. He's probably in there laying up with a white man, and the white man don't have good Wi-Fi. All right. Okay, let's get some other folks in here while we're waiting on Nasty Nate. Uh, let me see. Who else is in here? Who else is in here? Who's concerned citizen? Y'all bear with me. I'm digging down. There's a lot of people requesting here. Let me go down here in the bottom queue. It's a lot of y'all. I didn't even see y'all down here. Let me get down some of these people. Let's get let me get Ramel. Let's get Ramel Scott in the building, brother Ramel. Ramel Scott. Ramel, unmute that microphone. What's going on, Ramel? How are you?
Ain't shit, man. That shit just pissed me off, bro. That Jacob joint
Yeah.
with the Gibson Go, bro.
Yeah,
That shit pissed.
yeah.
That shit make it. Yo, I just when I hear shit like that, bro, it just make me feel like, yo, I just want to cut all white people off, bro. Like we all need to get on the same page and really segregate ourselves for real, cause that shit pissed me the fuck off, bro. You feel me?
Yeah, man.
But
Yeah, it's heavy, man. So yeah, we gotta holler at old Jake from Gibson Go. Yeah, you gonna have Daniel Penny. If you're gonna have a fun for him and all of these people who are doing a damn insurrection running up in the Capitol, you had funds for them, but not this case, which is a real stand your ground case. This young kid didn't do anything wrong. He stood his ground like the law established. Yeah. Let's get Kayim. Let's get Kayim in the building. Kayim in the building.
Going on with you,
What's
family?
up, Kayim? How are you?
I'm well. Hey, just to touch on the brother's sentiments, I'm over here with my wife. You know, I don't want to be too long
Yes,
winded,
sir.
but I do feel where he's coming from. Like at the end of the day, we have to we gotta segregate from these people. It's enough of us to do our own thing and to have our own platforms to where we don't have to go through them anymore. We should have our own version of a go send go
Yeah.
to where it can't be taken down because we see the racial double standards. We see what's going on out here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I just wanted to just piggyback off of that, and I'm gonna get down, brother, and let you do your thing. But me and my wife are over here listening,
Yeah. Shout out.
and we love you, brother.
Shout out to you,
Right.
brother. Much respect to y'all, and y'all be safe out there. Let's get concerned, brother. Concerned Black American in here.
Hey, what's up, Flex, man? Just to let you know, I go back to the Ustream days, Mac lessons. I just wanted to say two real quick things. That dude that came in there and said he had a Bahamian grandparent, I noticed how he pronounced conch. He pronounced it conch. So that was a white guy. Because most people don't pronounce conch like that. They don't, it's pronounced conch. So I already knew he was cosplaying. And one thing about these grab and go people, that proves to us the same thing about the Jews that white supremacy is the standing religion. It's not what the religion. It's not what the people are, because out of nowhere they was able to take the post down, and being Christian didn't matter.
Right.
So it's the same. It's the same thing as being Jew. They will stand along with white before being Jew, and they can switch in and out of being Jewish whenever they feel like it. But I land with that. Thank
Thank
you.
you, bro. Yeah, I want to know what their justification was to take it down. I would like to hear that shit. I would like to know what their justification is when they let all these other people, their pages stay up. What's their justification? Okay. Who's this? Let's get Noble Naga, Earth Earth Angel for Love. Let's get Noble Naga. Miss Noble Naga, hop on in, dear. Okay. Waiting on Noble. Miss Noble, hop on in, ma'am. Miss Noble, where you at, dear? Okay, she ain't saying nothing. Miss Noble, I tried to get you up. Let me get you out. Hold on. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give you 5 more seconds, Miss Noble. Oops. Right when she was about to speak, I took her out. See, that's why y'all gotta get up on top of things. Y'all gotta get up on it. All right. All right, let's get some more folks in here. But yeah, Links said my concern said that you were really a white man. I don't know. I think I think you're a foreigner. I think you come from an immigrant background. Yeah, but I don't know if I don't know about you being a white guy. I just think you come from I think both sides are Caribbean, which is cool. That's okay. Both sides are Caribbean, and that's okay. That's the thing. A lot of folks are really trying to cosplay our lineage now. We see a lot of that. A lot of people trying to cosplay the lineage. And now that we're not allowing people to do that, people are talking about a diaspora war. And just like with the South African thing, a lot of people are seeing what those South Africans have been saying, and some of the other continental Africans joining with them to denigrate us. And a lot of folks are like almost surprised, but not really, on the level of vitriol that they have for foundational Black Americans. And they've been rocking like this for a minute. Now that people are seeing some of these tweets, some of these continental Africans are putting out, they're saying shit like, yeah, I'm glad my people sold those niggas for mirrors and jewelry. I will sell those niggas again. And it's like, oh, they're going in. You niggas pick cotton. So they really going in. So a lot of folks is like, damn, they feel like that. Yeah, we've been telling y'all that. And now that these continental Africans and their anti-FBA sentiments are just being shown in full blast, some of the tethers are trying to blame me. They're like, well, it's that nigga Tariq. Tariq started it, and they're just reacting to Tariq. And I'm like, how y'all really blaming me for continental Africans crapping on us? Well, that's the twist of logic. They're really trying to blame me. Like I made them hate Black Americans. No, listen, that disrespect, they've been doing that that predates a lot of my influence. Yeah, them African and Caribbeans, they've been making little snidey remarks and derogatory comments about foundational Black Americans for decades. Oh, that call it lazy, akata, you're distancing yourselves culturally. Oh, y'all been doing that for dead. Don't put that shit on me. I didn't make y'all do that. Y'all been doing that. Come on now. Yeah, for decades, y'all been driving them cabs and wouldn't pick us up in cabs. Y'all been doing little janky ass hating shit. Don't you put that on me. And no, I did not create the disrespect. I exposed it though. I'll take credit for that. I did expose it, you know. So now I showed and I created platforms where people could see what they've been saying for years. I started opening up these spaces and letting them come in so you can hear what they've been talking about in private for years. So yeah, I just let you expose yourself. Yeah, I take that. But yeah, they've been doing that stuff for years. They've been saying that for years. It's not me. No, no, no. Y'all not gonna play that game. Y'all been sitting online saying little slick shit about us for the longest. All up on media takeout, your little platforms that y'all been denigrating our culture, the world stars and all of this stuff. Y'all been doing that for years. The message boards, um, just denigrating us nonstop. Come on now. And it ain't got nothing to do with me. Y'all been doing this way before I was exposing this stuff. See, me, Tariq, I've given foundational Black Americans a framework to defend themselves from that. See, the delineation movement, see that gave better language and ideology to push back on that disrespect. I didn't cause no division. So the problem is, I'm one of the people who said, hey, that shit ain't gonna be tolerated no more. Just understanding history, knowing that we've done so much for all of these other groups, me being a historian, I'm like, family, we gonna have to shut this stupid shit down where they're sitting around talking about our culture and we ain't got this. We better shut that stupid shit down. Yeah, I'm absolutely instrumental in shutting the bullshit down. We're not gonna do that. Y'all not about to disrespect my family over here, much as we've done in sacrifice to help you guys. And no, 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 no. So yeah, we're not playing those games. And then also, and here's the thing, because I want y'all to understand something, because y'all notice it's always Tethers bringing me up randomly. I'm always getting brought up by these weird Tethers. And that nigga Tariq, they caught leader, that nigga, there's always some weird anti-Tariq rhetoric out here. I want y'all to understand something. I'm just a proxy. They just use me as a proxy to attack all 43 million of us. Do y'all understand that? I'm just a proxy, just like the white supremacists use Black Lives Matter to attack all Black people. But if they attack Black Lives Matter, they're like, well, we're not attacking all Black people, just a political movement. We just have political differences. And Black Lives Matter, that's a political movement. So I'm not racist. It's just I have a political difference. And I think Black Lives Matter should be shot, killed, and lynched. So no, that was a proxy for all of us. So when these tethers always whining about me, just bringing me up randomly, which they do, they're just using me as an avatar for all 43 million. Don't get it twisted, because just attacking me, they think that shields them from accountability. See, if they funnel all their anger and criticism towards me, they can avoid addressing their real cultural contempt that they harbor for foundational Black Americans as a lineage. So it's easier for them to say Tariq is the problem instead of saying I hate those Black American Akatas, which is what they really want to say. But you get checked if you say that. So it's safer to just say I don't like Tariq, because saying that you don't like foundational Black Americans as a group And as a lineage, that's going to make you seem xenophobic, which you are. So the focus is on one person, so they can give the illusion of nuance while they're still expressing contempt for foundational Black American culture and lineage. I'm just the avatar. That's it. They just use me as an avatar for all of you guys, for all 43 million of us. That's it. And I'm that avatar because you know what the thing is, many of these non-FBAs, especially these continental Africans, not all, but I'm talking about the tether class, they resent the fact that foundational Black Americans, we got a strong, visible culture that's unmatched. Our influence is unmatched here, and we have a legacy of resilience. And you know what? Me, I represent all of that shit. I represent the embodiment of what you guys, foundational Black American culture is. I'm an extremely confident person. I'm extremely bold. I have lineage pride. I refuse to bow down to white supremacy. I represent the embodiment of what foundational Black American lineage and culture is, knowing the history, and I draw all of that in. So I'm the avatar for a lineage that these people do not have. They don't have a history of that. They don't have a history of standing up against oppression, being bold and being globally influential. And I'm not saying that to beat up on nobody, but yeah, let's just keep it real. You see, most of us, many of us foundational Black Americans, we have that bold, confident energy. You see, that they envy and then they try to emulate. You say, oh, come on now. Let's be real. So they sit here trying to attack me. That's a deflection from their own complicity in anti-blackness. Because see, they benefit from their proximity to whiteness. And that's why their whole thing is anti-black rhetoric, like Bushmeat Barrister. What does he come in here with? The Black community is degenerate. So, they come in here with all of these white supremacist talking points, trying to get in good, trying to get some butter biscuits from the white supremacists. So instead of dealing with that reality, their anti-black contempt, they try to project onto me. Well, it's Tariq who is being divisive. So they can try to play the victim while they are the aggressors, trying to paint me as mean and divisive and hateful. And these people are getting on our damn reparations panels, crashing out our damn reparations claim. You want to talk about hateful? Hateful was Obama. That was hateful, the shit he was doing, that benign neglect. Hateful is Kamala Harris, another tether. Y'all get in political positions and get in certain positions and do anything you can to undermine us. That's hateful, and we're saying, hell no. We ain't going for it no more. Yeah? We're not playing no games out here. See, attacking me, that lets you avoid the core arguments of foundational Black Americans' dignity and reparations. Yeah? Instead of really saying what you really want to say, y'all don't want us to get reparations. See, that's the thing. These tethers don't really want us to get reparations because they can't get it. That's what they won't say that out loud. That it boils down to that. They've been doing little shit to sabotage our reparations because if they can't get it, we shouldn't get it either. So instead of them saying that, what do? They, well, Tariq, he called me a booty scratcher. Tariq said I smell like cheetah pee. Then they start whining about, I said this, I said that. That's the smoke screen. That's a smoke screen, family. You understand? I'm just a proxy for you guys. And also they're mad because foundational Black Americans, we're not the default open arms group. See, historically, we've welcomed Black people and all these other groups into the American struggle without reciprocity. Now, right now, with this delineation movement. We've disrupted that stuff. So instead of gratitude, a lot of these tethers, they're mad that we got boundaries now. They're mad because we got boundaries. And they're upset that I can articulate it in a way that makes sense. That's why they're mad at me. I can articulate it in a way that makes them shut the up. You can't really refute it. I can articulate it in a way that makes all the sense in the world, and they know it makes sense. So, oh, that nigga, is that nigga Tariq? He brainwashed you niggas. Uh, The CIA must have sent him to destroy our village. It's just all types of weird shit. Like, I done got y'all tribal beefing over there. It's me. I done got y'all niggas over there tribal beefing. Y'all try to blame me for every damn thing. A scapegoat, you see? And also, you know what they really hate? Let me tell you what they really, really hate about our lineage. They hate the fact, they resent the fact that foundational Black Americans, we can have a movement that's this powerful without institutional backing. You see, they really hate that because that's our spirit. That's the spirit of foundational Black Americans. We've always known how to move and shake and to get things popping without the dominant society's help. We've always done that. That's a part of our spirit and our lineage. We've always had to get things out the mud on our own. It's like it's nothing. They, on the other hand, they got to wait and look up in the sky, wait on a damn Red Cross helicopter to come and drop off some grains and honey buns before they get shit moving. And so, yeah, with that mindset, where niggas sitting around waiting on Sally Struthers to pull up, and we're sitting around here like, hey, damn that, let's go get it. They resent that. And then I embody that energy and that spirit of getting things done without waiting on the dominant society in spite of them. So yeah, they hate that. They despise that because they can't do it like that. Yeah. So yeah, we can get it independently. We show you how to get it for real. And we're the minority over here. And then I embody that spirit. So, yeah, that's where a lot of that resentment comes from. They can't do that, or they don't have the drive to do it, you see. And also criticizing me, that's a way for them to try to infiltrate and undermine um, foundational Black Americans as a collective wherever we go to try to advocate for justice claims, you see. Because they'll come in using me as a talking point, just so they can sneak in and get in conversations and start derailing the conversations to create confusion and then try to center themselves. You know, that it's all about redirecting energy. That's what that's all about. It's a con game. It's a big ass con game, ladies and gentlemen. Say don't fall for it. Ain't that right, bushmeat barrister? I'm not going to get him in here because I don't want to hear his sassy babbling. Not tonight, Bushmeat. Let's get Neon in here. Neon,
Yo,
what's
hello.
up, Neon?
Hey, Tariq, this is like the first time that I've listened to you or spoken to with you. I think I just followed you.
Okay.
Um, yeah, like this whole thing with like how the left is acting right now. King Teslas, before it was Black Lives Matter, before it was Antifa, this and that. It's completely unacceptable. And I think that the average American is sort of in the middle. You know what I mean? Like Twitter is a really great space for like hot takes and like, you say something crazy and you get clout or whatever. But like the left even the moderate left has this problem where like they're doing domestic terrorism. They really are. Like, it's been labeled as domestic terrorism.
Thank you, Neon. I don't really know what he's talking about, to be honest. Thank you, Neon. I don't know what he's talking about. He's having a hard time kind of articulating, and I'm just getting lost. I don't know where he's going. I don't know what he's saying. Yeah, yeah, I don't. You know, there was a Tesla and domestic terrorism did, and then Tifa and it's left did. I don't know. He's just saying random shit. He's not piecing none of it together. I don't know what he's saying. I don't know what he's saying. I was trying to rock with you, brother, but I just don't know what you were saying, and I can't be confused now. Let's get RJ, the Democrat shill. What's up, RJ? I hope you got some new material, RJ.
What's up, Tariq? You good?
I am great, man. What's up, RJ? Any new material?
Yeah, actually, what was I gonna say? You were speaking about proxies,
Yes,
right?
yes,
So why do you use right wing, language? And because like you said, the Black Lives Matter is just a proxy for Black people.
right.
State rights, state rights is just a proxy for wanting slaves.
So, what right wing
You
talking
know,
point do I use?
so like, at first when Black Lives Matter was a thing, you were using Black Lives Matter like the organization, and you were mocking them, and I was thinking, no, that's a bad move because white people are not, you know, attacking Black Lives Matter because of the organization or the immigrants in the organization. They're attacking Black Lives Matter for speaking up for justice in general. So even in those days, I was like, no, you are criticizing Black Lives Matter for the wrong reasons that they are. So I'm
So,
glad that you caught up.
no, no.
I'm glad that you caught up to the fact that Black Lives Matter is just a proxy insult for
No,
Black people in general.
I was rightfully critical because sometimes I would do interviews around that time and they would do shit like put up under my name Tariq Nasheed, Black Lives Matter leader. I'm like, oh, don't say no shit like that. I'm not no leader, no Black Lives Matter.
You see, that shows you that it's just a proxy for all Black people and justice. You feel
Right.
me?
And that's why I didn't want don't I didn't want that shit on me. Because I ain't got nothing to do with Black Lives
Mm,
Matter, the organization at all. I have nothing to do with them.
mm,
So yeah, I had to make it
mm.
clear. And also that organization, that was controlled opposition. Um, they would use Black Lives Matter and it was promoted by the corporate structure, and then they put their own proxy quote leaders in the mix. They start putting these weirdos that didn't nobody know, and then when we start talking about punishing the white supremacists and getting justice for the community, some Black Lives Matter quote unquote leader that they didn't put out there that we don't know start talking about, yeah, and trans lives matter too, and immigrants matter too. Then it just started going into some other shit, and we had a problem with that. So yeah, we had to do some straightening, and we were very critical, rightfully so, of that hashtag. So yeah, well, I was very critical of it.
Yeah. And I think you need to take it one step further with the proxy, recognition, because when white people insult Africans, like they're not just insulting Africans, they're insulting like all Black people. The Africans are just a proxy for all. Like even in America, when they insult Black Americans and they say, "Oh, welfare," that's just a proxy. Same thing with Africans. They insult Africans. Africans
Here,
can't do no
but
better.
here's the thing.
Black Americans can't do any better.
Here's the thing. For years, when they denigrated Africa, we've been the main defenders. We would be the ones defending that negative propaganda of Africa. We defended that. We were the ones saying, hey, don't put those stereotypes on them. Don't do all that shit. Now, when Africans,
But you just said
when
though that they drop, Red Cross rice for them and stuff, and they
right,
can't get anything done.
right, I did. Yeah, you're getting roasted. But the thing is, because I don't, when I get around white people, I don't sit there talking about we're gonna drop Red Cross. I don't do all that. We in the room,
Okay.
I'm clowning your ass and we roasting. That's part of our culture. When foundational Black
But
Americans,
but this is a public space though,
right?
and other white people can hear it.
Yeah,
So it kind of gives me an ick. It gives me an icky feeling. Right.
yeah, they understand roasting. They get it because it ain't direct. It ain't for their eyes, but they got prying eyes anyway. It's one thing for them to just kind of be ear hustling, and for us to be in a room. Now, y'all Africans, y'all would get in a room with white people and be like, "Yo, those lazy Akata niggas, they're so lazy." Y'all be talking that shit with
Ugh.
them, and I've heard y'all do that
No,
shit.
I don't. That's
A lot of
gross.
y'all do that
All
shit.
that stuff is gross to me.
Yeah, y'all get around and
I, I,
talk
ca-
that
I
shit.
can't I can't stomach language like that. For me, I'm a Pan-Africanist, like literally. Like I just defend black people everywhere. So like it's up for all white people for me, at
Yeah.
least rhetorically, I'll just say. But so what do you think about the dollar? The dollar is like below the euro now. Like
Oh
it's
Lord, here we no
trash.
Lord, I didn't. And you about to do all the Democrat talking points by now. Trump has just thrown the dollar. No, 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 we ain't doing that. We're not doing that. All right, we're not doing that at all. And yes, y'all will get roasted. If y'all continental Africans come in here thinking you're gonna try to roast, oh no, y'all that's the mistake y'all make. Y'all come in trying to roast and y'all ain't really that witty. Y'all try to roast us and come on, we're the masters of this shit. We created the dozens. And it goes very badly for you. Then you want to cry foul. "Oh, why did you say I smell like giraffe titties, nigga? That hurts me." Yeah, that's the whole concept of roasting. You got to have the spiritual wherewithal to absorb the insult. See, that's the thing that made us tough. Roasting toughen you up. You wouldn't be emotional. Show you how to not be emotional. Somebody throws some good insults at you, your mama and your grandma. You got to let that shit roll off your shoulders, not get emotional. That was a way for us to train ourselves to deal with the dominant white society. That's why our energy is different. That's why we can roast each other and then we'll shake hands and keep it pushing. Y'all get roasted and y'all traumatized for life. I hate you, niggas. You called me a booty scratcher when I was 7. I never got over it, nigga. You get called one name when you were 7 years old. You take that shit into adulthood. You traumatized. That's why we different. You got roasted one time. Somebody got in on your hairline and your clothes and your must, and you said, "Oh Lord," you didn't know what to do. But it's all gravy. All right. It's time to. It's a lot of people in here, boy. We still in here heavy. Shout out to everybody in here. All right, let's wrap this thing up because y'all gonna have me in here forever. All right, listen. Y'all go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Give a contribution to the Hidden History Museum. That's our institution out here in LA. We also got a great book called Hidden Heroes from A to Z. That's at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Get the official FBA hats at officialfba.com. We got hats, flags, the whole shebang. Officialfba.com. And don't forget to get the best deodorant on the planet. That's Rootwork deodorant, and it's all natural. Get it at rootworkstyle.com. All right, I'm up out of here. Papi Akute, la lavuve to the family. Peace.
Slide on that root work. Slide on that root work.